The Winded Podcast Brothers Parlay is for entertainment purposes only and is not financial advice. Must be 21 plus and only bet where sports wagering is legal. Know your limits and bet responsibly. Odds and lines change. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. 1-800-GAMBLER. All right, welcome back to the Winded Podcast. I'm your host, Seamus. We got the full gang back together. Aiden is back from Newport from his work happy hour trip. Aiden, how was Newport?
It was great. Definitely had a little FOMO not being on the pod last week, but happy to be back.
Yeah, how'd we sound? I know you were a loyal listener the next day. How'd we sound?
Good. I would have liked a couple more winning picks, but can't win them all.
Yeah, the ratings definitely showed that you were a big part of this show, and without you, it definitely hurt. So welcome back. Liam, you were at a wedding this weekend. How was that?
It was great. I love love and love celebrating it. So it was a good time.
Hell yeah, I saw you laying down a sweet rendition of Pink Pony Club in the back of a party bus. So
I did crush that.
Yeah,
I did crush that. That was electric. The party bus, you got to go.
Something about you on a bus. Just you just get the party going.
Yeah, I've been known.
That is your reputation. Barrett, what's going on? What's new with you, and what's new in the world of U11 soccer? If people want an update.
Yeah, kind of a low-key weekend. Although for us in the fall, at this point, it means multiple soccer games. So U11 Warriors still top of their division, top of the league, still undefeated. They do have a draw, but it was on like a rain delay, so we're not counting it. And had another solid win, 5-2 over the third place team. So feeling pretty confident.
Love that.
Nice.
The people are invested.
I'll keep you guys abreast of it. We've got a big rivalry game next Monday that unfortunately I will miss because I'll be out of town. But against our rivals Exeter, we've already whooped them up earlier this season. Expecting more of the same from the boys on Monday, and I'll let you know
under the lights.
It's like a 5:00 game, and it won't be dark yet. They're squeaking those games earlier and earlier.
Little golden hour game.
Yeah, I do think there's lights at this field though if they need them, but it's 5.
Nice.
They're not full 90-minute halves, a 90-minute game, I should say, not 45-minute halves yet. It's only 30 minutes. Like start at 5, like you're probably just like dusk by the time you're done.
Love it.
So far, so good. Team's looking really strong.
Love to hear it. Well, we got a big show today, as always, and just want to get out in front of it, acknowledge that we are well aware that we have started 0-3 as a team, and Barrett and I also not contributing, going 0-3 ourselves. Liam, you had a great week last week with your pick hitting and also your honorable mention, so you had a really good Sunday. What do you think led to that success? Were you just seeing the board well, just had a good feeling?
Yeah, just a good feeling week. Felt good about Cortland Sutton. That's why he was my number one pick. And then, Mike Evans also felt like a great pick. And, I think he scored later in the game. But he scored nonetheless. And that's, 2 right picks in a week where the rest of the bet slip wasn't fantastic. So it was very helpful.
Yeah, let's hope that
was not shots.
No.
Personally,
hey, even if it was, it's okay.
It's a tough board all around.
It was, yes, It was. Well, we are hoping that some of that magic you had on Sunday rubs off on the rest of us. And, we have a couple of different segments tonight, and we do have a giveaway that I'm going to talk about at the end of the show for fans of the pod. So stay tuned for that. Listen all the way to the end of the show. But we do have a lineup change, just like in baseball, when the lineup's not doing right and somebody's in a slump. You shake it up a little bit. We have been doing the parlay very end of the show, and surprise, we're moving it up, and we're going right off the top. So we are starting the show with the parlay. Anybody want to go first? I know Liam's batting cleanup on that because he had the good week last week. Anybody feel like going first?
Barrett?
Yeah, I guess I put the screws to me. As one of the 0-3 guys, I got to go. I mean, I'll be honest, guys, like I've got a list I'm looking at here, and not very many of them aren't like negative 150 plus, right? So I know I need a win, but I'm gonna go with my gut. The guy I keep on coming back to on this list is Nico Collins. I don't know why, but that's why. And a lot of that is fueled off of not wanting to pick like a I'm gonna roll up there, James Cook, Saquon Barkley, something like that. He's right now he's plus 110. That'll probably
I
go
think so,
higher, but that's where I'm going right now.
I like it. He was when I was looking earlier today, he was on a list that I was putting together as well. So I do like that pick. I think the Texans have a
1:00 game against the Titans.
yeah, Texans are going to put up some points, and he's obviously their best guy. So I like that pick.
I think he's the only guy that can catch touchdowns on that entire team.
Yes, and
Switching up my methodology here. I've been picking Homer fantasy picks.
Yep.
I've been picking guys that I think are shoo-ins like Gibbs for the week one. And at this point I need a W. And if Nico Collins, he's the only person on that team, only guy on that team that can catch footballs. I mean, I'm just trying something different.
I like it. Yeah, we keeping with the 0-3 theme, I guess I will go next. I got a guy who, I think has resurrected his career a little bit. He's in a good spot after a couple of, kind of rough years. Plus money, plus 115. I'm going with Davante Adams of.
That's who I was going to go with. But
Oh, all right. Davante Adams of. I feel better about it now. Davante Adams of the LA Rams. I think that's going to be a good game. We'll talk about it more in a little bit, but I do think that the Danny Dimes magic comes to an end. I think the Rams kind of roll on in that one, and I think Davante Adams is a big part of that. So Davante Adams on the board plus 115.
Yeah, I like that pick a lot. My strategy this week was going to be which games are going to score a lot of points. That total, I believe, is the highest at 49.5. And then I was like, all right, who's going to score? Colts, it's kind of tough. They have a variety of options there. So other than JT, which those odds are too high or too low, whatever you want to call it, to pick him. But so Davante was going to be my first pick. But on the fly, I did have another person. I'll go with this is, I guess, my safer pick, and it's the higher odds. It's Dalton Kincaid of the Buffalo Bills. It's plus 210, so I mean, it's definitely a stretch, I guess. But my other
last weekend, didn't he?
I believe
at least once.
He did. I think he scored the first touchdown.
Yeah.
Did he not?
I mean, he's got touchdowns in it, is what I'm trying to say. Like
I just think, I mean, the Bills should run the Saints out of the building. I mean, Dalton Kincaid has a good chance of catching one of those touchdowns. So yeah, Dalton Kincaid is my pick.
I like it. Yeah, I can see against the Saints, I can see a big play that gets them down into the red zone, and then it's just a 3 shots at the end zone in the red zone in close. So I definitely see that as a possibility.
That game will be over midway through the second.
Yeah, Saints. Yeah, not so great.
Not a good football team.
They are not.
What do you got, Lee?
I got options here. I'm not sure if this is good or bad, but all 3 of the names you guys said were not on my list. Not one.
Shit.
Boy, we got a lot to choose from. I know I have a history of going with the wide receivers. I might be leaning a different position this week, guys.
We don't have a running back on the board yet.
Might be a different position than running back.
Yeah, we got 2 receivers.
I'm going Lamar Jackson of the Baltimore Ravens. Plus 185. I think he's going to get in the end zone this week.
Yeah, big game for them.
Speechless.
He didn't score last week, right? He didn't get in on Monday.
No.
That's a big game too.
Huge game,
right?
Yeah, Chiefs.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, no, I like that. Look at that, 4 picks, no running backs.
Yeah. So do you have the odds, Seamus?
I do. Yeah.
What do we got there?
So we got, just to recap, we have Nico Collins from Barrett at plus 110, Davante Adams plus 115 from me, Dalton Kincaid plus 210 from Aiden, and then Liam rounding it out with Lamar Jackson at plus 185, bringing it to plus 38.89 before any bonuses or anything applied to that.
Seems to be our sweet spot.
Yeah, that's, I know we say it every time we look at it. We're like, how could this not hit? I think we have a good blend of guys that definitely will score. I think the Dalton Kincaid value is huge for the opportunities that he's going to get, that, they're going to be score every time they touch the balls.
I think that line's got to come down at the plus 210 for for a tight end in a game that's going to go. They're going to score 48 points in that game. Like
Yeah.
you can like lock in 210 right now. I don't see that staying tonight, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing to combat that is that they may not play in
the fourth quarter.
Shut it down in the
it may be a 3-quarter. That's what you're getting for 3 quarters of opportunity. But if they're scoring that many points, he's you like to think he's involved.
Yeah, you got to think Rattler's probably throwing a couple pick sixes as well. So there's some defensive touchdowns in there.
Yeah, Bill's defense, that would have been a great game.
Yeah, that would have been. Maybe if we get hot, we can start throwing in defense touchdowns. But
we obviously.
I'm gonna throw a unit on the Bills defense. That's a great call. Pick 6 from Rattlers, 100% gonna happen.
Yeah. So the other person I was debating after Devontae got taken was Chris Rodriguez of the Commanders. I don't know if Bill is going to play. Was it Ja'Cory, his name? So, I mean, Chris Rodriguez and I think is it McNichols, the other running back? I mean,
I don't know any of those guys.
Yeah, Chris Rodriguez Jr., that's my honorable mention, I guess. Touchdown score. He's plus 175, so.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Chris Rodriguez. I'm in a 16-team fantasy football league. He was a waiver pickup for my team. We were struggling. So I am familiar. I think he had like 40% snap share last week after being like healthy scratch the first 2 weeks. So
right.
He's hungry.
Getting him in the mix.
Definitely, yeah. But I didn't want to pick him, and then like last week I picked Kraft, and then he got injured. I mean, for all we know, Krosky Merritt is fully healthy on Sunday, and Rodriguez sees the ball twice. So that's why I kind of tried to stay away from that.
Yeah, I want to throw out, this wasn't in his video, but he did text it to me before he made the video that Cousin Colin likes Lad McConkey. I also like that pick. I thought about doing it myself, but didn't want to steal his thunder. So Lad McConkey, I will throw it out because I wanted to take it because CD's out. I do like Jake Ferguson again. I'm definitely going to place that as an individual. But yeah, those are the other ones I have for props at least.
Is he going to get like 20 targets again?
He's leading. I think he's first and second in targets and receptions this year.
Yeah, like
I'm not sure which is which. But
like
tight ends are
all receivers.
He had like 13 catches last week for like 60 yards or something.
He has
like that.
32 targets and 27 receptions.
Yeah, and half of those were last week.
Yeah, so he's looked great. The week I picked him, it was the best game he's played in years. He just didn't get in the end zone.
Right.
But so yeah, that's my honorable mention. My solo pick will be Jake Ferguson.
Yeah, I had Egbuka and AJ Brown. It's tough to know how that game's going to go. I feel like Buccaneers offense, they're always going to just be throwing the ball and scoring touchdowns, but I don't know. The Eagles, like it just could be. I could see it possibly being like a low scoring game. But
is Evans hurt? Or
I think
he's
out. I
out.
don't think that he's going to play.
I don't think he's going to play. Yeah.
I think Godwin's going to be back though, so that shakes things up a little bit. In that, but with Evans out, I guess I think him and Egbuka are kind of like a similar play style.
I'm sure Godwin will be on a. I'm sure Godwin will be on a pitch count. I'm sure he's not going to.
Yeah, definitely.
Jameson Williams, awesome.
I have a couple of other like line bets that I liked. That we can run through if there's no more props.
For the NFL?
Yeah, for the NFL before we get into the non-football. I really like the Vikings minus 2.5 over the Steelers. Philly, Tampa Bay. I like the over 43.5. I think that's going to be a higher scoring game. Like I said before, I think the Rams kind of put a stop to Danny Dimes mania. I like Rams minus 3.5. And then I like the 49ers minus 3.5 over the Jags. Nice. Just wanted to get those out there. Wanted to put something on tape just in case any of those hit, so I can clip something for myself.
Yeah.
Like
Vikings minus 2.5.
Yeah. I think those picks.
Also Steelers plus 2.5.
I think that those picks are the opposite on each one of those for my pick 'em that I do, but still time to change them. So
of those, I really like the over in the Philly Tampa Bay. I like the over 43.5.
Liam does not.
I can't read it. I don't know. I can't read
That's just what the boy, I went gut.
Hey.
Went through it. That's what I felt.
When you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
Then yeah, Egbuka and AJ Brown are both probably getting in.
Love it.
A lot of people are talking about doing the honorable mention parlay.
Yeah.
Good value there.
Yeah. I was thinking it last week too. So yeah, no, it's not Not a bad play. Any other football thoughts before we move on?
For me, I mean, I don't think there's too many. Like, I don't feel like there's very many surprises this year. I've been laser focused on a lot of injuries in fantasy. That's what I've been focused on when it comes to football outside of these picks. Haven't had much time because of the U11 soccer schedule we've been talking about.
Brutal.
I don't really have much time to sit down and watch ball on Sundays, so
It's a nightmare.
I'm watching soccer.
Maybe we will be going for a lineup change then. Get somebody who knows ball.
Yeah, we need you to lock in.
Yeah, the people don't want to hear about your other commitments.
Yeah. If you want the line on a U11 soccer team in Southern New Hampshire, I got you. No, I mean I'm staying on top of it. I'm just not watching a lot of live games, right? That's the dad life at the moment.
Yeah, only football thought I had. There wasn't anything that I bet, but how bad it would be for anyone who had the Rams was a plus 3.5, and then the blocked field goal.
Yeah,
That he very easily should have
just gone down. Yeah,
but then he just runs it back for a touchdown.
So
crazy. I couldn't believe that he did that. I was like, does he think that he's down and that's why he's still just running to the end zone? Like, but he was trying to score a touchdown. That's crazy.
Let's run into his car.
He's just doing a Zadorov and just sprinting off the ice. That was badass.
It's kind of I don't know if you guys watching the Thursday night game right now?
Yeah.
These Cardinals uniforms are sick.
We were talking about
look dirty.
Yeah, we were saying they look like they have dirt on them already.
No, I think they look. I mean, I hate the regular Cardinals uniforms, so these are sweet. It always throws me off though when one team is wearing like an off-color one. And wearing their regular uniform.
It's usually the Seahawks too. If it's
yeah, you're right. And sometimes it looks like they're playing an expansion team, like a team that like the colors were or like a made-up team in Madden.
Yep.
Your uniform wax.
Yeah, the highlighter jerseys.
Right. Yeah.
All right. I just did have one other quick thing that I wanted to talk about while we're on football. And I can't believe that I didn't find this out until today, but Rudy Johnson committing suicide 2 days ago. I don't know if you guys remember Rudy Johnson played for the Bengals. Just a real hard runner. Was really fun to watch. Never, Pro Bowler by any means or anything like that, but was a fun running back. And I just wanted, it really hit me. 45 years old. It's really just awful to see somebody, who's struggling like that. And obviously, I'm sure his NFL career had a part of it. I mean, it's just a shame that, he wasn't able to reach out to somebody or somebody didn't reach out to him. So just, wanted to, bring attention to getting help when you need it or, being a friend to people that do need it because it does make a huge difference. And yeah, I know that this is a serious show, but it really kind of shook me. And I saw it literally just a couple of hours ago. Wanted to bring it up just because I remember watching him. He was a great player. And it's just really sad when anybody kind of goes that route. So just thoughts and prayers for his family and just hopefully, the NFL can do something to make it right for these players and just so that this doesn't continue to happen because it's really sad.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't expect you guys to add anything to that. I wanted to say that, but
I hadn't even heard that, so that's terrible to hear.
Yeah, it's when it's anybody, it's sad, and when when you watch these guys play every weekend, it's the names are so familiar, and you feel like you know them. So when something like that happens, it's just really tragic.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're gonna move on. We have some more picks. We are going to do some non-football picks because we like all sports. So why just focus on football? Anybody have anything that they want to throw out of the gate?
I do.
Go first if we want, or no, go ahead, Liam. Go ahead. We'll go reverse order here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you kind of just were talking about Nikita Zadorov. I was looking at DraftKings future team over under point totals, and 80.5. Feels a little bit disrespectful for the Boston Bruins. That's minus 115. I also like 90 plus at plus 320.
Yeah,
That
seems very low.
40 wins to 500. I'm like, what? And then 45 wins would be 90 plus at plus 320. A lot of disrespect towards the Bruins. I get it. I guess I don't get it actually. I could be wrong, but.
Well, if they didn't blow it up at the trade deadline, they would have got 80 points last year, right? And
right, but like what? I mean,
I'm saying I think people have the lasting taste of how it finished and not, they struggled throughout the year, but they didn't, the goaltending wasn't great. Everybody was hurt. They got rid of Marchand. So it's not that team coming back. There's, the core is back, and you got to think Swayman will be better. So I'm with you. I'm agreeing with you that that 80 is very disrespectful. And then I think 90s, it's one of those cup of coffee bets we talk about. Throw a cup of coffee on it and hope for the best.
Yeah, I mean, I
90 points is plus 320. I feel like that's the more disrespectful thing than the 80 point. I mean, 80 points is, what do you say? That's 40. Yeah, that's not that many wins.
Yeah, you got to think they're going to be better. Hopefully Marco Sturm brings a new energy into the building. And I think he's going to be much better this year. I mean, I think all the distractions in the offseason last year played a toll on his game, and he's got to be better. And he knows that. He's spoken in the offseason saying how he feels much better and more confident going into this season. So I think that alone, along with, you get your top two defensemen back healthy, then, I could easily see them getting to 90 points. Definitely 80.
Yeah, Jeremy Swayman says Jeremy Swayman will have a better season this year, talking in his third person.
From the source.
Who better to know if Jeremy Swayman's going to have
fair enough
other than Jeremy Swayman?
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I like those, Lee.
I
think he had another. Let's let him wrap up the thought.
Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's the sport that I think I know the best. It's the team that I definitely know the best, and that just felt right. Or felt wrong that Vegas was doing that, so it feels right to bet it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and that's a fun bet to root for all season long. So
I'm gonna be doing it regardless of my
exactly. Yeah, also gonna be betting money line every game that they're underdogs.
Yeah. Well,
bringing up puck line,
and then they got Big Z in the house now. Gotta love that.
I heard that from you earlier today.
I made the comp of when they brought in Cam Neely when they needed kind of a shakeup and get a player's perspective upstairs. And I think it's needed now that as Don Sweeney and Cam Neely age and become further and further connected to the players, I think bringing in a guy like Chara is huge. So I think that, it's not going to be a significant bump. It's definitely not going to hurt them.
That's 10 points right there.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you better lock that in before Vegas finds out about that. They're a little late on the hockey stuff sometimes. And this is also a good time. I have teased it on Instagram, but we will be doing, not sure how frequent, but I know Liam's all in on it, and I'm sure you boys too will make appearances on the Big Bad Brothers show, Talking Puck.
Definitely.
Maybe even split our Thursday recording time and do Bruins for part of it, but we'll figure out the details on that. But for those that didn't see the post, we will be doing a Bruins show through the season. So looking forward to a show dedicated to just the Bruins. I think that'll be really fun.
Definitely.
All right. Who's got another non-football pick?
I actually sticking on the hockey futures. This one I don't know who I can credit on this, but I saw it today, and it's an award pick, and it's the Lady Byng Memorial Trophy. And this is the pick is Anze Kopitar plus 800. He just announced a few days ago that this is his last season, 20 years in the league. And he's won it 3 times already, including this past season. It kind of seems like
that's got lifetime achievement award written all over it.
Yeah, it's kind of just like, hey, let's send him out, give him the award, and plus 800. That's
good. I like that bet. Can you bet it so I can tail it so I don't have to find it in DraftKings? Where the hell would you even find that bet?
Search his name. I cannot find the search function on the website. It's great. I don't even know if there is one, but
I've never been to the DraftKings website. I do it all on my phone.
I'm on it right now, and I also do not see it.
It's in the group. I just
you just place it?
Did you just bet it? Nice.
Hell yeah.
Tail.
That's
for all
that's
those
my only
reasons,
hockey
Aiden,
one.
For all those reasons, I love it, Aiden. I think that makes a ton of sense. He's won it, obviously, but just the farewell tour leading to it, I think, and knowing that it's his last year, people aren't going to be, they'll give him more respect. So he's not going to get into any sort of mix-ups or anything. So yeah, I think that's a great pick.
Yeah, he's well respected around the league, and it seems like a no-brainer to me.
Love it.
Or he'll just start a fight every game because it's his last season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I I actually also defaulted to the sport that I know the best, which in my case is soccer, or football. Um, you guys know I root for Chelsea, so I'm gonna have my my bet is the Chelsea game for this weekend. Actually, I could dust off some futures if we wanted to. Chelsea has been really busy lately. They're in two different tournaments outside of the Premier League, which is like the regular season stuff. So they've been playing a lot of games, but they played a game yesterday or on Wednesday. Yeah, yesterday, where they didn't have to start like any other starters. So they'll be fresh this weekend for the first time in a while. They
Is that
played.
the League Cup?
What's that?
Is that the League Cup?
Yesterday was League Cup or Carabao Cup or League Cup. Last week was Champions League. So basically, like, they've been playing a game every 3 days. Plus, they came off like a slow start because of the World Cup, the Club World Cup over the summer. So it was always going to be a slow start to the season, which it's turned out to be. Like they're still top 10, I think, in the Premier League, maybe 6, 7. But they play Brighton. Brighton Hove Albion is the official title of the team, but Brighton, they're
Brighton Alston?
only. No, yeah, they land in Brookline on Saturday morning and they're playing Brighton in the afternoon. So they Brighton Hove Albion, probably what Brighton's named after. Kick off at 10 a.m. our time. So like it's a featured game over there. 4 o'clock is where some of the better teams play. It's at -125. Normally, the way if I'm betting a single, I'll find something else to parlay it with because I feel like soccer. So I'm going to parlay that with both teams to score. Even though I think Chelsea wins this game, I think they probably let one in. Brighton's not a pushover team. If you parlay the both teams to score, it goes to +196. I think it's possible Chelsea shuts them out, but not particularly likely. Our goalkeeper is not Robert Sanchez, not particularly strong, and I think they're just going to be tired. So I feel like they go up 2-0 in the first half, and then they let one in late, like
Mm-hmm.
to do. So
I got a soccer betting question for you.
yeah, what do you got?
What's the thought or logic that goes into when you're betting over corners? Is that just
When
like
personally, when I'm betting over corners,
yeah,
or just
sure.
anybody? Yeah, so I
Oh
love
no,
the over.
this is different.
Yeah, also I don't know how other people think. I don't know what the book rule of logic is. For me, I think about corners for people who don't know soccer that well. Corners happen when the ball goes out the end of the attacking side, right? And then you get it back if it deflects off a defender. So if there's one team that's like going to overpower the other one, and there's going to be a lot of shots on net, therefore a lot of deflections and then I kind of parlay that into corner, or not literally parlay it, but then I think, okay, it's going to be corner. So like if a really strong team is playing a really weak team, I'm thinking that strong team's going to have a shitload of possession, 60-70%, which is not uncommon in soccer games. And they're going to put a lot of shots on goal, which is a lot for soccer. Would be like 15, to 20, which is that would be like a shitload. Shots on net is like usually around under 10, unless you're like pummeling them. If half of those go off a deflection, that's 4 or 5 corners, like right there, right? And then the other thing I think of a lot is it's not particularly uncommon to have back-to-back corners. So you get a corner, you kick it in, the goalie punches it over the thing, and you do it over again. So I like the over under corners like line usually when it's a strong two teams playing each other and one's super strong, but I feel like it could be an upset. Like they're gonna lose 1-0 on the counter, but they control 75%. I bet it a lot with teams that I don't really trust, like good teams that I don't trust, like Manchester United.
The Wolves.
The Wolves are a bad team that I don't trust, so that's a different example. But I did take the Wolves money line last week,
Yeah.
and they fucked me on. But yeah, that's a long-winded answer there, but like that's the reasoning is typically.
I feel better about telling them now, knowing that you do have a reason behind why you're doing
Yeah, I
it. To me,
do
it was
like.
just as a random.
I normally, I typically will bet something other than the money line if I'm not like if I don't like if the odds are like -475, right? If I don't like the odds they're giving on the team I think is going to win, or I don't trust the team that I think is going to win. But every once in a while, I'll like just chuck down the thing and just be like, yeah, just pick them all. But I usually put a little bit of thought into them, especially those like 13, 14 leg parlays. I like try to think about it. But yeah,
All right.
that's my story.
All right. Well, if you have been fast forwarding for the last 2 minutes to get through the soccer talk, you're going to have to hit that. You're going to have to hit that 15-second button a couple more times because I also have a soccer pick. And that is the guy I go to when I need to break a gambling slump because he is about as reliable as you can get. And that is my friend from Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe, anytime goal scorer, plus 125. If you want to get real crazy and go 2 goals, plus 700, which I hit that one the other day. Yeah, anytime. What's that?
Who are they playing?
Atletico Madrid.
Okay. Yeah.
So Saturday game. Yeah, it's anytime they get a PK, he's taking it. Doesn't matter who got taken down, he's taking it. That's how the betting I've been hitting, he's been hitting PKs. So when I've been winning with him lately, it's he either gets 1 or 2 PK goals, and he's always a threat to score. So anytime you get somebody who has that type of firepower, the plus number, I'm all over it. So Mbappe plus 125, throw a cup of coffee on the plus 700, 2 goals.
Love it.
All
It's
right.
a football show.
Yeah, and that completes the soccer talk. So the Americans can come back and listen now.
Ross, you can unmute. Ross, you can unmute. Yeah.
Yes. And speaking of Americans, wow, what a segue right there. We are going to talk the Ryder Cup, and that starts tomorrow. Very excited about this. It's kind of, been a much anticipated one. I think the fact that it's in New York and it's going to have kind of a rowdy crowd, it always does, but, it means a lot. For both countries, kind of a big contrast in the two styles. The U.S. have Keegan Bradley as their captain, who's, much more fiery and kind of, just intense guy versus, now I'm drawing a blank on his name. Donald, right? Is it Donald?
Luke Donald.
Luke Donald, yeah. Sorry, I forgot his first name. Luke Donald, much more calm and composed. So that I find that interesting, the two styles. It's honestly very American versus Europe in general. I think
you could even see in that photo that they took where Europe's all dressed up, shirt and tie. I know that was making waves on the internet of people upset that the Americans are wearing suits, no ties, sneakers. It kind of just shows the contrast of the two teams right now.
Yeah, I think it's so interesting. And like I said, it really just encapsulates the whole kind of US versus Europe just in general as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, on home turf, obviously the Europe team won the last one and it wasn't even close. The US has not lost on home soil since 2012. But yeah, anybody got any thoughts on it? Anybody they like, or just,
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely go USA. Just looking at some of the odds right now, Team USA top point scorer, Scotty's plus 175. I mean, that seems like tremendous value. I mean, he's been the best golfer for 3 years now, so I don't see why he wouldn't be the top point scorer this weekend. And then just another one with the matches starting tomorrow, bright and early. I don't even know if this will be out yet, but Bryson and JT versus John Rahm and Tyrrell Hatton. That's a pick 'em right now, and I mean, you gotta take Bryson and JT, especially with our guy Robbie Berger with his pick of JT being the best captain's pick for USA that we got on the pod. Was that 2 months ago when he gave us that pick? So I think Bryson and JT tomorrow morning, bright and early, is it's going to be fun to watch and hopefully make some money on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and clip the Ryder Cup stuff and get it out tonight so people can see it overnight.
Perfect.
First thing. But yeah, I think you mentioned Scotty Scheffler there. I think he, obviously he's the number one player in the world, so people are going to have their eyes on him. But I think just the fact, this is his third Ryder Cup. The first, he was unstoppable and got every point he could get, won every match he was in. And the last go around in Europe, he was shut out. So I think that might, contribute to the value that you're getting on him. But I mean, he is a different golfer than he was the last Ryder Cup and definitely the first one.
Mm-hmm.
He's just so dialed. And I think, it seems too easy to bet him, but you give me that number on Scotty Scheffler. I don't care if you take a number like that when he's back 5 strokes on the back 9,
Right.
He's just always in it. And I think he really wants to prove, that he is, he's done everything else. He wants to prove that he can do it on the Ryder Cup stage, kind of like how Rory's just been so reliable for the European team. So yeah, Scotty Scheffler, it's an easy must watch, but he truly is this weekend.
Yeah, I think that Burger pick was the top wild card point scorer.
That's what I think it's called, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is just the captain's. It must just be the way they call the captain's pick.
So it's anybody outside of the top 6 that
Top 6 that got the automatic bid.
Yeah. So I like that. I love how it took us 2 months to figure out what it meant, but
John Rahm and Patrick Cantlay are the 2 ahead of JT, just so people know.
Well, John Rahm would be on. He wouldn't even be if you're just doing top USA wild card.
Was that what he was saying?
I believe so. Yeah, top USA captain's pick, and maybe unless he was. What are the odds you're getting?
Plus 700.
Yeah, he's plus 330 for top USA. So.
Oh, well, I don't know where. Oh, maybe it's under USA props. Top USA wild card.
Yeah.
Plus 330. Okay, so he's got to be Cantlay.
Another thing that I'm excited about is just to see these live guys that, it sucks that you just don't see them as much because they're just off doing their own thing. But, to see guys like Koepka and Rahm and obviously Bryson back playing with, the PGA guys.
Well, Koepka's not in it this year.
Isn't he?
No.
Whoops.
Yeah, he kind of had
bad research.
Too.
That's true. Bad research on my part. My bad. We'll cut that.
But yeah, still even Rahm and Tyrrell Hatton has been electric. He always has been, and especially this past year.
Just not tomorrow morning.
Not tomorrow morning. No, I mean Bryson. That matchup is wake up early for that one for sure.
Is that the first tee time?
7 a.m. Yeah, Bryson's gonna be driving for the green on hole number 1.
Oh yeah, put my glove on.
Sleep in it.
All right, B. I know you're not, a huge. I know you like golf, but do you have anything on the Ryder Cup, or just want to get a USA chant going?
What's that?
Said you want to just get a USA chant going?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing I'll leave you, or I'll say is the algorithm pushed a video to me over the weekend or earlier this week of a firefighter from New York whose father died in the towers on 9/11, and he was giving kind of like a pre-tournament speech to Team USA, and I normally kind of blow by, like I'm not like a big like rah-rah motivational guy. But I stopped on it because he had like his son with him and everything, and it was really good. And I'm not going to try to do it disservice now by like playing it back, but I'm sure if you just pop that in ChatGPT to find, like you'll find it, and it was really good. And it wasn't like a fire up, run through a brick wall speech, but it was like, this is kind of more than golf. This is Team USA. Like, let's go. And I'm normally not that fired up for the Ryder Cup, but I watched that and I was like, shit.
I'm in. Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Yeah. I thought that was,
yeah.
Go and find that, or maybe I'll dig up the link and you can drop it in the description.
For sure. Definitely.
Very, very good. He did a very, very good job.
Yeah. National pride just elevates all these events.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what sport it is. And, a sport that we're all passionate about, like golf, it, ramps it up even more. So very excited for the Ryder Cup tomorrow or today while you're listening.
Definitely.
By the time you're listening to this, like greens have already been driven. Bryson is already up, 6 strokes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That New York crowd will already be on their 5th beer. So
they started drinking 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. Yep. I am excited for that too. It always gets, the American crowds do not let us down when it comes to international events. So
there's going to be no quarter for Europeans on that golf course. Absolutely no quarter for them. It's going to be, stay home. And I'm not saying that with a smile on my face. I don't think that's good. I just think that's the reality of the situation.
Sounds like a threat.
Yeah, Jesus.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah. If you know what's good, Europe, stay home.
Do you think a drunk guy from the Bronx is going to be super friendly to a German golf fan right now?
Probably not.
I don't.
I wouldn't expect that courtesy if I went over there. So, but
they would be nicer to us than we will be to them.
That's probably fair. It's not soccer.
Yeah, they'd kill you if you're wearing the wrong soccer.
Well, did you see Trump's going to be there tomorrow, so there's like extra security. They're treating it's like it's TSA. Can't even bring like normal umbrellas, no bags, nothing. I think everyone's going to have to be on their best behavior, at least tomorrow.
Well, that'll be interesting for sure. All right, well, we are going to transition to, I teased earlier, a giveaway that we're going to do. And that is when we hit our first parlay. So this is going to motivate us a little bit so we can give something back to a lucky fan. When we hit our first parlay this season, anybody who has a winning slip who tailed, post it to your Instagram, tag Winded Pod. Then we'll pick a random one on the show. We're going to use the yak wheel. Winner gets their choice of either a Brothers Parlay or Winded t-shirt that I will mail directly to you. You give me your address. So a little motivation for us to win, obviously to win and get people some money. But we're trying to get that merch on the fans' backs. So yeah, we want to get the name out there, and what better way than to send a shirt out to a lucky winner. So you'll win a parlay, and then you'll possibly get a t-shirt out of it. So what's better than that?
Well, yeah.
Stay tuned for the first raffle drawing next week.
Yes, I'm hoping that we are
Exactly.
spinning the wheel 7 days from now.
Live on the show.
That would be electric. We might have to go live for that. So yeah. So save your
one
bet
has anyone
slips,
in the
screenshot.
9:30 game, right?
I don't
I
think.
purposely avoided that game, so it wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think mine is.
Over.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Ireland, love it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the last segment of the night is just something that I'm very passionate about. And it came up again at work because where I work, you are told part of the uniform is that you have to wear black socks. And I've worked at many restaurants where they say this, and I always get into an argument with the manager and say that socks are underwear and you don't have a right to tell me what kind of underwear I wear. And they always roll their eyes and they just stop picking the fight with me. What do you guys think? Am I crazy for saying that socks are underwear, or how would you categorize socks?
I just want to start by saying I don't think it's worth getting an argument with your manager over. I'll start with that.
I pick my battles, and
I've never heard that.
I've never heard this take before either.
Socks are underwear.
Think about it, though.
I'd like to hear the reasoning.
Well, they're not. When you go out, your socks are covered under another garment, your shoes. So by default, socks are underwear.
So is like a t-shirt underwear if you're wearing a sweatshirt?
Well, if it's an undershirt,
It's
I
like
guess.
a tank top.
So a white tee is underwear?
It can be.
Do you
I
think that a hat is outerwear?
Yeah.
What garment is it over?
I guess a hat's an accessory. Hat's an accessory.
Good save.
You almost got me there. You almost had me. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm crazy. I remember I've told one person this at work, and they thought it was genius. So I figured I'd share it with
Look,
the boys.
I think there's a good premise there. I just don't think that I agree with it. I don't think socks are underwear, because if I am in public and
Charbonnet
this score, I think he's going against me in fantasy. If I'm in public and I take my socks off, people might think I'm gross, but I'm not going to jail. If I'm in public,
you should.
Yeah.
Different topic. I don't disagree, but different topic. If I'm in public and I take my underwear off, I'm probably going to jail.
That's fair, but I don't know if jail is the line where you just decide what's.
What did you say, Leo?
I didn't really finish my thought, but like you think like underwear is defined by if you take it off, you go to jail?
That's what I was trying to
That
say.
was your definition?
I think Liam might be on my side now.
Yeah,
Well, no, I was just I don't really know. I understand socks is underwear, but yeah, I don't know.
If you said, "Hey, can you grab me some underwear?" and someone brought me socks, I would be like, "What are you doing?"
Well, underwear is the category. If it's technically, it's boxers or it's briefs or it's panties.
Yeah. You ever referred to your socks as undies?
I might have to start. You just gave me an idea.
I think in order to
Yeah, you can come in. I've got my undies on. Naked with
You decent in there? Yeah, I got my undies on. Just socks.
Just wearing socks.
Yeah, I got three. I have 3 socks on. You can come in.
I wish I hadn't Googled this, but I just Googled the definition of underwear, which, Seamus, I'm not sure if you've done or not.
I have not done this now.
The definition for underwear is not going to help my case. It's clothing.
There's no mention of jail.
No, it doesn't say don't take it off at a U11 soccer game. No, it says clothing worn under clothes, typically next to the skin.
And shoes or clothes, of course.
Yeah, so
I don't know if that changes my thought at all.
What's your thought? Where's everyone coming down on?
I don't think socks are underwear.
Okay, but are socks clothing worn under other clothes, typically next to the skin?
I guess, but so is a t-shirt.
I think no. Well, if a t-shirt is worn under other clothes, like right now, this isn't underwear because I don't have anything else.
But if you toss a hoodie on, is it underwear? Yeah, Liam's
Yo,
wearing
put your undies away, boy.
Liam's flashing undie.
Little whale tail, you got your socks showing.
Yeah, ankle socks are super slutty.
The no show 'em socks are just like whoop.
Yeah, what's he got going on under there? It's like Will
Yeah, showing a
Ferrell
lot of
in
skin.
Old School. It's like maybe they're just regular old white socks. Maybe they're something I don't even know about. All right. Well, thanks for humoring me in that one. I don't think I gained any progress, although it seems like Barrett's coming around on it. But yeah, I pick my battles at work and I stand up for what I believe in. They haven't bothered me since. So
Here's
they may be consulting HR. I don't know.
here's the question I gotta ask: are you wearing black underwear or not when you go to work?
It's funny because I do wear black underwear usually and
No socks. Are you wearing
white
black
socks. What's that? I
Are you wearing
don't. No, I don't wear black socks. I mean, if they show up in the rotation, I have more white socks than black socks, and I'm not gonna like go out of my way to pick black socks just so
So you'll
they're
wear
happy when they don't even see them.
you'll wear black pants, black sneakers, white socks.
Black pants, black Crocs, and white socks. No,
You can just
jeans.
see the white through your Crocs.
They don't have the holes in them. They're restaurant Crocs. I got a bunch of the little plugs so they can't see what socks I'm wearing.
I think it's kind of crazy that they care about
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
that-
saying.
That is
All right.
crazy.
Well, at least I have that. At least I have your support on that.
That is.
I don't
crazy.
understand the reason behind that. I guess maybe outside of like, I do think that it is crazy to wear black shoes, black pants, and white socks, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, maybe they're just looking out for you.
yeah, I guess that is
What are they?
fashion tips.
Yeah, fashion police. Yeah, I mean they are dark. They're dark blue jeans. Not that makes much of a difference, but they're not black pants.
Wait, they're
But-
okay with dark blue jeans. You don't have.
That's
to
what. No, that's the uniform is dark blue jeans.
So black, dark blue jeans, and then they want black socks and black shoes.
Yeah. We're only allowed to wear short sleeves from Memorial Day to Labor Day, and I got a doctor's note to allow me to wear short sleeves year round. So they were
What's the doctor's note say?
that I'm on medication that raises my body temperature and I need proper ventilation. They were
Through
not
the
happy with that one
armpits.
either.
Just start wearing mesh shirts.
Sorry, my doctor says I actually have to wear a tank top because it's
I can only wear underwear. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna wear socks,
yeah.
a tank top, and
Yeah. It's got a Hanes beater on. All right. Well, thank you for that. I think people are going to think this is crazy, but
Well, they got
we've
two
we've
Passionate about it. Hey, you're
they got
passionate
two
about it.
segments. Now.
people want the passion. I got some advice from a friend of mine who watched an interview I did and said that I need to bring a little more passion and stop being a cuck, as they referred to me, for not fighting with the guy who was talking about hockey fighting when I agreed with everything that he said. So I don't know what he wanted me to challenge him on, but
Barrett didn't think you were going to go public with that.
I have a
Did you say my name?
I said, yeah, you didn't think Seamus is going to go public with that.
Oh, with my critique?
Yeah.
I thought that was between us, Seamus.
I have a question for you guys. Where do you guys stand on shoes on the plane?
on.
What if someone takes them off?
So I don't. If it's a long flight, like an overnight flight, I don't mind if people take their shoes off in their seat.
Stay
like,
under the seat in front of you.
Stay
Don't
under
put
the
your feet
seat.
up.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No, but take. So I just took an overnight flight like a week and a half ago. I took my shoes off and with my socks on because I'm not an animal, and I put my
Your undies.
underwear covered feet right on my shoes. And then when I got up, I put my feet back in my shoes and I walked around. That I have no problem with. On a long flight, if you're doing like Boston to New York and you take your shoes off, that's not
Right.
Jail.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
where I stand.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I guess my thing is really it would be like if it smells, if I can
Right,
tell,
yeah.
then that's a different story. But if it's
Put that
like,
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's not bothering anybody, whatever. That's fine with me.
I
Keep
Update
them down.
update on the odds, live update. Dalton Kincaid has gone from plus 210 to plus 205, so get that in. Sorry
already
for
wrote
everyone
it
in the
in.
morning. They may be tanking by the time this gets.
Plus 110.
I told you it was going to go down. I was like,
Yeah, before we even logged off, it's already going down.
I locked it in at 3,889.
Yeah, it's 3,824 right now. I might have to lock it in before it goes any lower.
Yeah.
But that's all I have. I don't know if you guys have anything else before we go. We are 29 seconds away from the hour mark. I'll just go through.
I do have, actually, kind of going back to another topic we did. Another pick I have is the Dodgers plus 550 to win the World Series.
Okay. Another LA farewell tour. We got Kopitar with the Byng and Kershaw getting one last World Series.
You meant that comment.
That would be
about LA.
back to back for the Dodgers.
Back to back.
Correct. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I think people are just kind of sleeping on them.
Yeah, I mean, if they get out of the NL, they're better than everyone in the AL.
Yeah, the Phillies are there. I mean, the Phillies are also a wagon right now. So
Are the Sox toast? They lost tonight and the Astros won.
they're not toast. No.
No, I think
they're mathematically
they
out.
still have I think it's like a 90% chance that they get in.
Yeah, if they won tonight, they would have been in.
Gotcha.
And they have 3 more games left. So
I think they have to win 2 of the last 3 though now, because
Why was I following tonight's game?
because if they win, they're popping bottles.
popping bottles for wild card spots now.
They always
They
do.
do, yeah, every step of the way. Yep, they pull out the goggles for everything now.
They've always done that.
I know.
Hey, I
It's
don't know.
it's gotten more. I would say, like, they didn't always, but it's been a long time now.
Maybe
that they
did,
have.
They just didn't have cameras in the locker room.
That's probably it.
Well, one last time, if you've made it this far, we'll run through the updated odds as of 9:41 on Thursday night. We have Dalton Kincaid now plus 205, Lamar Jackson plus 185, Devontae Adams 115 plus 115, and Nico Collins plus 110. So as of right now, it's plus 3824. Still great. I'm sure there'll be some bonuses on Sunday you can throw on there to beef it up even more. But that's all I got. Unless anybody has any final thoughts, we will see you next week. Hopefully giving away a Winded Pod or Brothers Parlay t-shirt to one of you lucky listeners. All right, boys. Thank you. And I will see you guys soon.
Peace.